Now, hear me out. It's not every day that somebody comes on YouTube to defend a point that they actually don't believe, but that's what I'm going to try to do today. Today, I'm just going to try to convince you that Bilal is not a piece of garbage. It might be hard, but I think it's possible. Now, I think that he's a piece of garbage, but I thought a fun thought exercise would be, what if he wasn't a piece of garbage? And what if he's actually like a cool person who's just scared and he doesn't know what to do now that he found himself in this situation? So, suspend all your beliefs on Bilal for the time being, because we all know deep down that he's a piece of garbage. And if for the I don't want to call another man a piece of garbage, so actually no, I don't mind. I'll do it. I don't mind. But here are some points that I think that we probably should realize, or we should probably think about. I worked in a criminal defense lawyer's office for a couple years. So defending somebody that you know is guilty is something that I think I can do pretty well. I think I could defend a point of view that I actually don't believe. So I'm just going to try to see if I can convince you guys to come to my side on Bilal not being a piece of garbage. Okay, point number one. It is well known that he went to Trinidad and he met Shaida and he proposed to her after only 7 days. So he proposed to her after 7 days and he committed his life to this person, and then he filed for the K1 visa. Now, what if while he was filing for it, he decided, hey, damn, I don't really know this girl. I don't know anything about this woman because my fast ass self decided to get married after 7 days of meeting somebody. And then he has to be like, how can I drive her away? What's the best thing I can do to drive this beautiful princess queen away from me as fast as possible? So then he concocts this plan in his head. I'll never show her my house, because if she never sees my house, then she's not gonna want to be with somebody that she doesn't know where they live or their living situation or anything like that. I'll never talk about what I do either. So in order to keep her in the dark, he wants to keep her in the dark, right? Because he's trying to protect himself from this horrible decision that he made. So he wants her to break it up, not him. So he stands in front of a white wall whenever they talk, so she never knows where he lives. That's a red flag. But it's not a red flag for her because she loves him, and that's what he doesn't understand. He's thinking with his American brain that if I don't show this woman my house, my car, if I don't talk to her about my family, if she doesn't know what I do, then she'll eventually leave and then I won't have to bring her over. But he's wrong. But he's trying. At least he's trying to get her to end it with him. Right? So that's the first thing. He's putting up a whole bunch of red flags so that she breaks it up with him. The second thing he does is he picks her up in a van. He brings her to this rundown house because it's now too late. He got her into the country, but he figures to himself, she's here. Damn, I didn't want her to come, but I couldn't break it up with her because I just couldn't. I couldn't be the bad guy in the relationship because I've probably been the bad guy too many times. I need to be the good guy. So he brings her to this rundown house and he says, I know what I'll do. I'll say that I live here. If she's a gold digger, then she'll want to leave. But what he doesn't realize is that Shaida really likes him. Like, she likes him too much. So he says to himself, damn, the house thing didn't work. I'm going to have to bring it to my real house now because I can't live in this dilapidated house. I can't live in this squalor. I'm rich. And as much as I'm rich and I like to show off my wealth, I like a comfortable bed. So then he brings her to his house and he's walking around in his house and he's pacing back and forth. And he's like, how do I get this beautiful, lovely woman to call it off with me? And then he figures out, using his American brain, a prenup. Women don't like prenups. No woman wants to talk about a prenup all day. So that's what I'll do. I'll make her sign a prenup. No. I'm sorry. Rewind. Before that, they're joking in the car, right? And then she slaps him in a joking manner. So then he's like, got it, jackpot. If I kick this woman out of my car, she'll never want to see me again. And then I'll be scot-free because I don't really know this woman and I don't want to marry her.
Sweet.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to give you a serious hit.
Yeah. About to get off right here.
No, I'm not getting off.
Yeah. Shida is being aggressive. And it is making me...
But she does. I try to kick her out of my car. It doesn't work. Damn, what do I do now? A prenup. Women don't like talking about prenups. Women don't like hearing all day, babe, have you signed the prenup yet? I don't think I can marry you if I don't want the prenup. I don't think I can marry you if you don't sign the prenup. So I'll just keep mentioning it to her, and I'll just say, hey, babe, you need to sign the prenup because I don't know if I really feel comfortable marrying you if you're not with the if you don't sign the prenup. But he's doing all these things, and he can't get rid of her. She's like a cockroach in a good way. He just can't get rid of her, and she's not leaving. So he talks to her about the prenup. She's not leaving anywhere. She's not going anywhere. And then he says to her, I don't think I ever want to have kids because women like kids. So if I can just drive her away with not having any kids, maybe that will like push her away and then she'll end up going back to Trinidad. But nothing is working. This man's trying. He realizes the error of his ways and he's trying to push her away as far as possible. But nothing is working. He takes her to the mosque and he leaves her. He just lets her walk around aimlessly while he's talking to all his friends and everything. He's like, if I keep that beautiful woman over there and I don't talk to her, then maybe she'll realize that I'm a piece of garbage and she'll leave me. But she never leaves. She never leaves. She doesn't go anywhere. So then he says to himself, maybe if I take her to Atlanta to see my sister, and then my sister can talk to her about the prenup, and then we can all gang up on her.
Shy and I, we are sort of in a weird place right now. There's been a lot of tension and quite a bit of arguing. You're so happy you're in Georgia?
I know.
Georgia Peach. Yep. Right now, we're visiting my sister Nefertari in Atlanta so that she can help Shy with some wedding plans. So I'm hoping that this trip will be a much-needed distraction for us.
Then we can all gang up on her, and then she'll eventually leave because, I mean, what else can she do? Nothing. We don't like her. I don't know her. I knew her for 7 days, and I decided to propose to her, and I made a mistake, and I want to get out of it. I don't know what to do, so I need some help. I'm calling in reinforcements. So he calls in his sister, and then Shaida, who is just a beautiful queen, she just takes it. She takes all the bullets and all the jabs and everything, and she still doesn't leave. She just packs her bags and she goes back with him. To the point where he's like, hey, I don't even know where your passport is, but it's in the bag. But then, in the last episode, we realize that he hasn't stopped this plan. This plan is still in full effect. He calls in his ex-wife. And his ex-wife, who is also his friend, because she said it, I'm not just his ex-wife, I'm also his friend. Don't get it twisted, Shaida. He's probably in like the bushes in the backyard, and she's probably wearing an earpiece, and he's probably telling her what to say and how to say it. Make sure you come across mean so that this woman knows that if she enters my life, then she has to deal with you. But I can't be like that because people hate me. So I need you to be like that because nobody knows you. The ex-wife goes in. She says all these mean things. And from the minute she walks in the door, she has that plan in her head. This woman is trying to take away my children's money.
I think I ruffled her feathers a little bit, but I didn't come here to play games today. It was about letting her know that I stand for my kids. So this was not a fun and games day for me. This is a conversation that we need to have.
But it doesn't work. It never works because Shahida's not going anywhere. She found a man that she loves, and she didn't make the mistake. Bilal made the mistake. So she takes the punches and she says, yeah, no, I think I really like him. And if I have to deal with you, Bilal's friend / ex-wife, then it's worth it because I love Bilal. And Bilal's in the backyard bushes hearing what she's saying about him. And she's like, damn, how do I get rid of this woman? So that's what he's doing. He realized he made a mistake and he can't own up to it. So he's just trying everything he can to push her away. He's trying to throw as many rocks in her direction as possible, but she's just dodging them because she does yoga, so she's flexible, so she can bend that way and bend the other way. She can't take any hits. Plus, she's a lovely woman. We know this. All she wants is a baby. She's getting old. She just wants a baby with the man that she loves, and he's just doing everything. He even took her up on a Ferris wheel so that she would have a heart attack and die so that he doesn't have to marry her.
Bottom of glass.
Okay. Babe.
What? Breathe.
Marry her. He's doing everything he can to not marry her because he realized he made a mistake. He was out there flossing and throwing bottles around, and then he accidentally ended up in a relationship that he doesn't want to be in. That's the defense of Bilal. He doesn't want to marry this woman, and he doesn't know how to say, I don't want to marry you, so he's just going to let the clock run out. He's going to let the 90 days run out, and then at the 90th day, he's just going to say, hey, I tried, nothing worked, so come on, let's go get married. And he's going to marry her, and he's going to give her a baby, and then he's going to live the rest of his life thinking, damn. But that's the defense of Bilal. So let's all remember that we're watching a man who accidentally made a mistake, who filed paperwork, and he just was never able to say, hey, I made a mistake and I don't want to marry you because he's on TV and he has an image to maintain. No one's going to want to buy a house from the man on 90 Day Fiancé if he ends up throwing this beautiful black woman back to Trinidad. Nothing's wrong with Trinidad, but you're not going to buy a house from him. He's going to end up poor. So he's maintaining his reputation. And as that, we should all remember that he is just a person who just wants to do some good, but he just doesn't know how yet. That is what I think. Tomorrow, I'll probably defend Emily. It might be a little bit harder because she is actually full of garbage. And yeah, this was a fun thought experiment. And I hope that you understand that he did nothing wrong yet. I rest my case. Did I convince you? Let me know. Leave it in the comments if I did. If I didn't, then let me also know what I could have said to convince you that Bilal's not full of garbage. But either way, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And thank you to all the subscribers who watch the show on Sundays. I appreciate you all, and I'm out. Thank you.